songs of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of Three Rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Panthers offense will get the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Now on the option. Quarterback keep. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now the pitch. Here's a little room there. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Gets the back moving. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8.
How about that for aggressive? You march down the field, you score a touchdown on the opening drive of the game, and you go for 2, and it all is great. 8-0 early.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you gotta love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on.
Caught, and he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Steve Angeli. Snagged out of the air. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's running free down the middle. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the option. Keeps it on first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Could be an alley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long. Passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage, and now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Panther. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. It's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Angelic. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running into the open space. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the option, keeps it himself. There's a crease. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. This time he wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Kent. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Now the toss. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the back. In the red area, it's right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
On the option. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive, someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll send the back in motion. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Throwing and gelling. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Maybe some room here. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the play in the backfield. They force a 4th down, and man, don't you know they wish they had a timeout to use right now.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Goes to the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Running inside, it's Miller. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Defense looks like they're coming. They go play action with Angeli. Fires to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now on the option. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Tried to move that pile. Maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Love the play call on offense there. Third down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be three different places almost at once. Is it the dive man, is it the quarterback, or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the first down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quick toss. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's at the 20. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Syracuse, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Pittsburgh sends... to start this drive. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
He's loose. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
The option, the keeper. Got room to work. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. Keeps it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first...
Might have a chance. 10! Touchdown, Panthers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Sends it back in motion. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line, got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get...
A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Gets the back moving. Steve Angeli got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got him in the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll run the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Maybe a crease. Running inside the 20. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Angeli. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. This game is well in hand.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.